Galera occurred agus Falter Ovishtak the Park Keef and Shah Gahar Corky for the 1998 Cork County Under-21 Football Championship Final, bringing together, as you can see in the scoreboard, teams from Charleville, Luirc and from Castlehaven down in West Cork. Well, the pitch here in Park Keef is looking absolutely superb. The green soil on it and the sod, it has rained overnight in the city, but it's looking very, very well indeed. Charleville, red hot underdogs. Castlehaven are 1-6 to win this game. Well, can they do it? Time alone will tell. Quite a large crowd gathering in the stands already. The teams will be out in the field now very, very shortly for the start of the Under-21 County Final, and we'll be handing over to the commentary team up there in the box as they get ready for the match analysis, etc. Duhallow supporters, Bantry supporters coming into the crowd now, but really this is the big one between Castlehaven and Charleville. They have a very handy team in Charleville from what I can gather. Well, can they take on the might of West Cork? We'll just have to wait and see. The TSB Bank, of course, who is sponsoring the football championships in Cork this year, and there we can see the Havens flag, and up behind them some Charleville flags, the Charleville team in the dressing room at the moment, so too are the Castlehaven team, and the pressure really will be on Castlehaven because Charleville, as we have said, are given no hope in this particular game, but I'm telling you, they are reputed to have a very, very strong team indeed. There we can see them coming in, some of the Charleville supporters, and they certainly are here in fine tune, red and white up the back and the blue and white of Castlehaven. Certainly the support will be big for both sides here today. And here come the Charleville team out onto the field, led by their captain and sponsored by Cavanagh, and listen to the roar that greets them. This is a very, very big day for this Charleville side, and a very, very big backroom team as well with them. The surprise package in this year's 1998 Cork Under-21 Football Championship, and certainly a very, very large panel. Great support up there in the crowd, and what a great thing it would be for the Under-21 Championship trophy to head over in that direction for a change. Well, they've got a very strong backroom team, and our commentators upstairs very shortly will give you a lot more insight into the complete outfit that runs with this Charleville side, but certainly they've caused major upsets in getting to this stage of the competition. There they are in the dugout, anxious moments for them, but certainly a team who have been given no chance. Well, certainly this is the kind of a situation that Galway thrived on in Croke Park on Sunday last, and there's no doubt about it, but this is the day for them, and quite large support behind them as well. These are the anxious moments, really. A curtain raiser to a senior county championship final for these young footballers. Some of them, of course, would be jewel stars because Charleville is a very, very strong hurling area. Players now taking the first few minutes to walk the pitch and get the feel of the ground, and certainly tense, anxious moments as they await the arrival of the Castlehaven team on the field. Team trainer Richard Ozzy Lambert having some final word with his charges out there as they still wait the arrival of Castlehaven, who will be on now very, very shortly. Referee for today's game, linesmen, umpires now making their way out here in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. The time is just gone 25-2 on this beautiful Sunday of October the 4th in 1998. Castlehaven about to make their entrance onto the field, and listen to the roar that greets this. They have a large support from the West Cork area, a very strong looking side. Clad in their tracksuits, the subs are coming out first, and I suppose the team will follow shortly behind them.
Come on, lads. Come on, Charlie. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Come on, boys. Come on, lads.
Very anxious, tense moments now as the team line up with the subs, the complete panel with the famous stand of Páirc Uí Chaoimh in the background.
Come on, lads. Fucking horse, lads. We're going home with us. Come on. Come on, lads.
Quite a large crowd in the stand, really filling up now. Frank Murphy looking in very pensive mood up there at the moment as he flanked by Brian Barrett. And Jim Forsby Hero has just arrived in as well, so all the officials are making their way slowly but surely into the VIP section. Now the Castlehaven team about to burst out onto the field, and listen to the roar that greets them. These are the raging hot favourites, 1-6, quoted by Cashman's bookmakers in Macroom, Cork City, you name it. That's what this team has been quoted at. Well, certainly we'll have to wait and see. This is a game of games. The West Cork side steeped in footballing tradition, not a hurling area, and their mentors and their subs have already gone out. So now the stage is set for what should be, hopefully, a very, very entertaining Under-21 football final, and we make our way to the commentary position upstairs now where we will be joined by the commentator and match analyst for the TSB Under-21 County Football Championship Final.
Welcome to Páirc Uí Chaoimh for the Cork County Under-21 Football Final between Castlehaven, the champions from Carbery, and Charleville, the Avondhu champions. And at present, the toss is taking place between Thomas Fitzgibbon, the Charleville captain, and Brendan Crowley, the Carbery captain. The referee for today's game is Paul Higgins from Ballincollig. I wasn't quite looking at it. I think Charleville won the toss. Charleville have won the toss. Thomas won the toss. Yes, indeed, it's a very special day to be here in Páirc Uí Chaoimh, and it's great to see that so many Charleville people have turned up to cheer on our team. Also, there's a very, very big contingent here from Castlehaven. Charleville, of course, won a minor county hurling final in '94, and 7 of that side is included in today's team. It'll be great if they can win this today and put memories of the North Cork final, which we lost about 5 weeks ago, to rest. Charleville here, thanks to good wins, they beat Mallow in the North Cork final, beat Carrigaline in Mallow, in which was a real Houdini act, and played tremendous football last weekend in beating a very fancied Canavee side. In contrast, Castlehaven beat Nemo in the quarter-final and beat Beara, regaining the regaining champions, in the semi-final. There are changes on both sides. On the Castlehaven side, right half back Paddy Hurley, who is a Cork minor, moves out to centre field, and his place as right half back is taken by Kevin O'Donnell. On the Charleville side, Sean Fitzgibbon unfortunately failed a fitness test this morning, and his place at centre back is taken by Cork minor star Alan O'Connor. Mervyn moves out to centre field. Sean McSweeney moves to the 40, and into the team comes Keith Collins at right corner forward. We are minutes away from the throw-in. The game is on just before we start. I've Matthew Callan beside me. Matthew.
Just again, Kevin, it's a great day for Charleville, great day for both teams probably. Castlehaven start hot favourites. 44 lads play to the potential. There won't be an awful lot left in there at the end of the day. A great score there for Castlehaven, open the scoring.
And seconds into the game, the first attack, the first score for Castlehaven was scored by Colin Crowley. And Castlehaven have started at a mighty pace. That's out to Stephen Conley. That ball is going in there again to that full forward, but the Charleville backs get it out, and I think it is a 45. There is one of the Charleville players gone down. I think it is Brian Foley, and the referee is calling to the line for assistance. I see Ozzy, the trainer, who has done Trojan work with them over the last few weeks in getting them to a high level of fitness. He's gone into him. Well, the game started at a furious pace, and there isn't 2 minutes gone, and already there's a score for Castlehaven.
Castlehaven will come at Charles very much in the first 20 minutes, first 10-15 minutes, and we're going to have our work cut out to hold them. Now, was that Brian? Brian, he's up and about again. He's all right. Now there's a 45 coming in here to Castlehaven now, taken by Fergus Shanahan. We wait to see what develops out of this.
He's standing back, hoping to get a lot of distance into it. Doesn't quite connect with it. And that's Alan O'Connor, who had a starring role with the Cork Miners about 3 weeks ago when they won a great All-Ireland. That's one again at midfield. That's Paddy Hurley. Nice turn there by Kieran Collins. Out again to this midfielder, Dermot Hurley. There's a lot of sets of brothers on the Castlehaven side, but they're not the greatest at kicks and well wide. Liam, of course, a great soccer player also. Nice kick out, landing here at midfield. He's a big midfielder. Mervyn there, who has come out to midfield today, wins this one and tries to get a Charleville attack going. Out to his brother Paul. Paul, of course, normally plays forward in the hurling, but always in football you find him in a half-back position. That's a nice, intelligent ball up to James Foley. James, of course, a brother of Brian's. This looks promising. Brian Foley going down on that one. And a high kick from away out there on the right, but unfortunately wide. Score remains. Castlehaven a point, Charleville yet to register a score.
They've got plenty of talent. If they play to potential, there won't be much in this game.
It's a big occasion for a lot of these boys. First time playing in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. It's a lovely atmosphere, a highly charged atmosphere. It's a great day to be here. Mervyn again winning this ball and trying to get an attack going again. That's a nice ball out to wing to young John Quinlan. John was a member of the junior hurling team this year. Nice block down there. That's that midfielder again, Dermot Hurley. He's a big guy, very strong. Nice support play there. Good ball down there by Enda Buckley. PJ O'Halloran going back there mopping up. PJ had a great game last weekend in our win over Canavee. This one is he's trying to find James with that one. Has James enough pace to keep it in? Unfortunately, no. It was a good ball in.
Yeah, there are a few little foot boxes kept away. It's a bit very soft all week, of course. Now, remember the ball that Charles in the first half are favoured by a very, very slight breeze.
First kick out, Lee Miles. Dropping at midfield again there, but there was a push on the back, referee says, and it's a free into Charleville. Brian Foley going down doing a run and repair job on the boots. First free to Mervyn. Mervyn, of course, who has been the scorer-in-chief throughout the campaign. He's taking it out of the hand. He's trying to find Ty. Ty doesn't quite get that one, and that's Dermot Hurley back there. This fella covers a lot of ground. Nice ball up. Keith Collins is coming out for it. That's Colin Crowley, the full forward. That's a good, intelligent ball in. Liam O'Donovan. And that's a lovely ball in again to Kieran Collins. TJ Crowley coming across there, trying to get in a challenge. And that's back to Liam O'Donovan. Wide ball. Nice passage of play there. Didn't yield the score, though.
So far, Kevin, what I've seen so far, there doesn't seem a lot between the teams. This guy, number 9, is in the field for Castlehaven. Obviously, he's a big man, playing a lot of the ball. But we're acquitting ourselves well so far. We're a bit some balls going in over our half-backs. I'm sure they'll cover that very quickly.
Kick out again by Liam. So lovely. That's a grand kick out and caught there by, that's cornerback Georgie Sullivan there. Tyke is coming out to this one, and Tyke has won this one. Tyke trying to get something engineered. That's a lovely ball in again. This one is in for James. James seems to be the target man up there. Nice support play. Back to Liam Quinn, or John Quinlan, I mean. John unfortunately overplayed the ball, and the referee right up with the play there and has awarded a free out. Fergus Shanahan is going to take it out of the hand. Into Stephen Connolly. Back there again to that aforementioned Dermot Hurley. Castlehaven play a short passing game. Finding the man, that's their full forward again, Brendan Crowley. This fella looks dangerous. This looks very dangerous. Yes, indeed, it looked ominous from a mile out. A very, very good goal. That all started back here in our own half-back line when we well matched. It was a good goal.
It was a great score, well taken. All started here again from centre field. Dermot Hurley, with his cute pass and the pass down into the corner, where the full forward picked up and slapped it in the back of the net. No chance for the keeper.
He's a dangerous full forward. He has got their first two scores. 1-1 he has got. That's going to inject a lot of life into the game. Kick out again, unfortunately. That's a ball for Charleville. That is coming up. Declan Crowley going to take this one. Declan, of course, younger brother of TJ's. Declan actually isn't going to take it. He has left it off to PJ O'Halloran. PJ opting to take it out of the hand. Up to, unfortunately, trying to find Mervyn. So it's a Castlehaven ball. Dermot Hurley has it. Right down here under us. Wing back Fergus Shanahan. Nice one out of the hand. Down there to corner forward Bernie Collins. It is Kieran Collins. I'd say they're brothers. Getting in, making room. Lovely support play. Centre forward Brendan Deasy. That's an ambitious shot. No, it is a wide. 5 minutes gone, I reckon, Matthew, and the score is 1-1. Charleville yet to get a score. They need a score maybe to settle them a little bit.
Yeah, I think maybe that we've had a few efforts there from centre field, especially from Mervyn, and he just hasn't found his man. There was one ball going into Tiger Callan. Tiger Farter didn't make it. It was a good opening made there, you know. I still think they can make openings, and once they get past in the field, they don't seem to be doing too badly.
Here we are, down there in our half-back line. That's Paul Gamble back there. Unfortunately, that one has gone over the line, and it'll be that ball is coming into Castlehaven again. Far side of the field. A lot of the crowd coming in now. There'll be a big crowd in, of course, again for the senior game, starting at 3:30. That's a lovely ball into this fella. That's the sub-in. This looks dangerous again. Lucky that it came off the post. The goal actually looked on at one stage. He fisted it over the bar. Yes, it is another score. 1-2 and Charleville yet to score. Who was the I think it was Kieran Collins is the man we'll credit with it. Liam Quinn again with the kick out. That one's going out to midfield again. Brian Foley picks up this one, trying to engineer something. That's Sean McSweeney. Sean, a well-known golfer, of course, playing on the 40 here today. A swing back, Fergus Shanahan. A slow build-up again. Liam O'Donovan. Into the target man, full forward again. This fella is out there, out in the corner there, winning ball, trying to come in. Overplay the ball, and there's a free out. Georgie Sullivan gone back there. Georgie taking his time. That's a nice ball out to midfield again, and in the last few minutes Castlehaven are winning a lot around midfield in our own half.
Yeah, they're on top of us in the field, Kevin, at the moment, and now our half hours have to come out too far for the ball at the minute. We're a little bit spread-eagled, and you know that we haven't come to grips yet with the running game that Castlehaven are playing, especially off the ball. They're finding the men very, very well.
This looks dangerous again. This is that full forward again. They're very good at finding their man. This is wing back Fergus Shanahan. That's a high one. I don't think that's quite gone over. No, that's wide. I see Ozzy down the line encouraging his charges. He really has done Trojan work this year, getting these boys in top shape.
Well, Kevin, you know, at this stage we've got to go back to our game against Carrigaline. When we were dead and buried for 40 minutes, we weren't even in the game for 40 minutes, and suddenly our lads came to life and performed heroics to get there. They can still perform well yet today.
Yes, indeed. It's a good hefty shoulder there by Brian Foley, making it difficult for his man. That's in again out. That's that wing back. That wing back, Fergus Shanahan, likes to come forward. He's an attacking sort of wing back, but he doesn't get a score on this occasion. Score remains 1-2 to no score.
Well, Kevin, he can keep coming forward all day with that kind of play. If he keeps shooting them, I will be quite happy.
Yes, indeed. I reckon about 10 minutes gone in the first half. And in the last few minutes, I think the breeze has got stronger than it was at the start of the game. That's nicely won there at midfield by Mervyn. Come on now, Mervyn. Mervyn is trying to get something rolling here. Up to young John Quinlan. And my God, I would have adjudged that John Quinlan was fouled there, but the referee says no, that I don't know. Free out to Castlehaven, and again taken by Dermot Hurley, the midfielder. That's nicely won there by PJ Halloran. The referee very much up with the play, leaving nothing happen. He's on top of his game, and it's a free up to Charleville. Mervyn has it right out here in front of us. Coming up the wing. Nice dummy, trying to get inside, trying to engineer something. And the whole time he's gaining ground. The referee whistles it up and says, go back and take your free. Out here on the line. And there seems to be a Castlehaven player in trouble down there. I think he's winded or something. Meanwhile, we'll follow the play. That's a nice ball into Sean McSweeney trying to get them moving. And now it's Tiggy, the mush. Finds Mervyn again with this one. Nice sidestep. And the first Charleville score of the game. That's a lovely score by Mervyn. Nice passing movement. Tig was involved. Sean McSweeney was involved. That's a lovely point. That might settle them.
That That's what they're capable of when they get the ball in they want. Melbourne took a great score there. They got to be cool, keep their heads, and walk away. Just walk away. They know they have the ability.
Yes, indeed. 1-2 to a point. About 12 minutes gone in the first half. Hopefully that's the first of many scores. Lee Miles running back. He's going to get a lot of distance into it. That's dropping here at midfield again, and that's that man again, Dermot Hurley. He's a very big fella. He's very physical. He's winning a lot of ball. Slow build up again. That's nicely won there by PJ Halloran on our own half back line. That's lovely football. The man on him actually looks to be in trouble. Left that's Stephen Connolly. He seems to be in some sort of problem. And Castlehaven have made a switch actually and put him in corner forward, and Kieran Collins has come out in the half line. That's Alan O'Connor, our minor star, trying to engineer something. And Castlehaven, they've great support play. They're great to find a man, back each other up. Ball in again out to centre forward. That's TJ Crowley coming out there. That's the full forward, Brendan Crowley. That's a nice tiny shoulder there by Declan Crowley, and well, the referee judged he fouled, did he?
Yes.
I don't know. Free into Castlehaven. Brendan Deasy going to take it. Difficult enough angle. Running up to it. It's a good kick. Will it curl enough? No. Score remains. Castlehaven 1-2, Charleville a point. I'd say we're
off the ball.
Yes, indeed. Liam with another kick out. It's a nice one. That's that wing back, Fergus Shanahan. Over there with Mervyn. Into Liam O'Donovan. Liam turning, trying to make room for himself. It's into full forward. He's a playmaker, that fella, Brendan Crowley. And that's another score. I reckon that man has got 1-2 at this stage. He got the goal and he got their first point as well. He's a good target man up there and he's well able to finish. It's another kick out. That's dropping there midfield. Brian Foley goes up for it. Paul Gamble there in our half back line, and that's up to Thomas Fitzgibbon. Thomas, of course, is the captain of the side. Thomas was a member of the Cork Under-21 panel that had a great win over Galway and Thurles a fortnight ago, and that's a lovely score. That's a lovely score by Charleville. That's
a great score for James Foley there. Very well worked down the wing by both Paul and Thomas. Thomas returned pass to Mervyn. Mervyn pass into James straight over the bar. Great score.
Well done there, James. James, of course, younger brother of the well-known Dom, who's over in England as a professional soccer player. James, no mean soccer player either himself. 1-3 to 2 points. Lee Miles. That's dropping at midfield again there. Brian Foley goes up for it. And the man that waited for the break won it. Wing back again, Fergus Shannon, but he's been over anxious with that one, over kicked it, and it's gone over the line. That's a Charleville line ball. TJ Crowley going out to retrieve the ball, I'd say, is going to take it. TJ, of course, who's based in Galway. Mervyn was fouled there, and there's a free up again. Mervyn going to take it himself. Back in our own half back line. Our forwards up here should be running and making themselves available. They're doing it now. This is up to Unfortunately, that one goes over the line. And it's a Castlehaven ball again. Fergus Shanahan, the man right here in under us, going to take it. He's calling his players forward. He's trying to get somebody available. That's a nice ball down. Found corner forward there. That's the centre forward actually, Dermot Deasy. And that's a heavy challenge there by TJ. He definitely stopped him in his tracks, and The referee is calling him over. He has the notebook out, and he becomes the first player actually to be booked in the game. The name of TJ Crowley going into the referee's notebook. What did you make of that, Matthew?
Well, I suppose it was a 50-50 ball. I suppose if you like, he did catch him at the foot when he going through, and just screwed off his foot. It was a free, no question about that. TJ's name was in the book. TJ won't mind that too much.
Free in again. Centre forward, Brendan Deasy taking it. Gets the distance but doesn't get the accuracy. Score remains 1-3 to 2 points.
Kevin, we should remember well that all of those frees and all of those shots that are going wide from Castlehaven, they serve two purposes. One, to keep Castlehaven on tenterhooks, and the other is to give Charleville added confidence.
Yes, indeed. I'll have to agree with you there, Matthew. Liam Quain. Mervyn had been calling for it and had made himself available. It's Dermot Hurley, the midfielder, again. The referee says he fouled the ball on the ground and is a free up to Charleville. PJ Halloran quickly gone back there to get it out. And there's another free. It is going up again. Tide foul there that time. And all the time Charleville are gaining ground. I think it's Brian Foley is going to come over. No, he's leaving it actually for Mervyn. That's right, yeah. Mervyn here finding John Quinlan. John is busy in this corner. He's winning good ball, trying to get in now and make an angle for himself. That's a lovely ball in. That's James Foley again. James got a lovely score early on. It's back to Mervyn, getting in near goal onto his left-hand side. And that's a lovely score. That's a great score for Charleville. They've needed it and they've got it. When they get near goal, they throw it around a bit. That's a great point.
Well, we know, Ken, that our forwards are capable of scoring. A very well worked fight again. Credit to John Quinlan in the corner there, finding James Foley, who laid off very quickly to Mervyn. Well done.
1-3 to 3 points. They're clawing away at that lead all the time.
No, in the few attacks we've had so far, it would appear that our inside forwards, once we get the right ball, are capable of beating the Castlehaven defence. Another free to Charleville. Brian Foley takes it very, very quickly. Out to John Quinlan in the corner. John fouled. No free. Yes, there is a free.
The Castlehaven crowd were incensed a moment ago, Matthew, by that with the referee's decision there at midfield. Mervyn's taking it out of the hand again into Brian Foley. Oh, that's a lovely touch there. Back to Mervyn again. Into Brian. We're making ground. Tries a little trick shot. Unfortunately, no. Maybe he should have gone for a point.
Yeah, there probably was a point there for the taking. Brian obviously himself felt the opening was there for the goal. He had his shot. I suppose the point would have been the safer option.
Score remains 1-3 to 3 points. We're coming up to about 22 minutes gone, I reckon, in the first half. The crowd really now getting behind both sides. That's over there to Thomas's wing. It's won there by centre-back Enda Buckley. And the referee says he was fouled, and he's a free up to push on the back. Free to Castlehaven. That's the substitute, actually, Kevin O'Donovan. It's up again to that man, Dermot Hurley. We've mentioned his name a lot. Nice ball in again, and it's the full forward again, Crowley. This man is dangerous anytime he gains possession. Out to Brendan Collins, the corner forward, and out now to Kieran Collins. Bad finish, bad kick.
That's fine, Kevin. They can have those balls all day. We'll be quite happy to see them sailing wide. Now we've got to get a bit of a tighter grip in the field. And as yet, Thomas Fitzgibbon, except for the last bout there with.
Or how old half forward line haven't got?
They haven't got into the gear yet, And now and we can think of all the potential that's in the mush and Thomas on the other wing. They will contribute hugely for this days out.
Good kick out there. PJ Halloran gone back there to win it. He's developing into a great wing back. That's nice football. He's coming forward again, playing an attacking role. We're getting loose now. Now we're playing the kind of football that we're capable of. That's a nice high ball in. Unfortunately, it's a handy one for full-back Kieran Collins, and it's out now to centre-back Enda Buckley. Great challenge there by James Foley. James has won that one very well. That's great, tenacious play by James Foley. Great to lift the team.
You know, I might have been a critic of James. I won't criticise him there. Did a job there. The ball was gone. Not as far as he was concerned, it wasn't gone.
That's the kind of determination you need to win games like this. Up to the younger brother Brian. That ball's still in play. Trying to come in here now on again the end line. Out for the 45. It has gone off Fergus Shanahan. And his Thomas is coming out this time to take it, and they're going to leave Mervyn inside. Over here on this swing, just down in under us. Nice one into Tig. Tig is getting going now. Tig is very, very dangerous when he gets in positions like this. Nice ball back to Thomas again. Thomas tries the chip shot, and that's a great score. Well done, Thomas. Well done, Tig. A nice score.
And we were saying just a few minutes ago that Tig and Thomas really hadn't got involved. No, they shoved the ball down our throat. Well done there by Tig. Great ball into Thomas, who fished off the bar.
Score 1-3 to 4 points. They're in with 2 points of them now. They're clawing away at that lead. We will remember that Castlehaven led after 30 seconds with a point by full forward Brendan Crowley. Lee Miles with another kick out. He's been busy in the last couple of minutes. That one is going to midfield. Mervyn winning that one. He did, I suppose. Free down again to Castlehaven. Fergus Shanahan there. And again it's aimed at full forward Crowley. He's very mobile, he's coming out. And that's great play back there again by TJ Halloran. He's a great man at covering back there. And I don't know what happened there. I thought he had gone to kick it, and it was a free in. Were you following that, Matthew?
I could see any free there. It obviously looks as if Declan Crowley fouled off the ball or something, because he's having a word with Declan Crowley now. He's not booking him, just having a word with him. So obviously it was a third man tackle or something off the ball.
And he's booking Declan.
Oh, he's booking him now, yes, and Fergus.
The second player to be booked.
The Crowley brothers have been booked, but like I said before, that won't bother any of them. He's also speaking with Mervyn Gamble now. I can't see what happened there.
I don't think there was any
Fergus Shannon about to take the free now.
He's opting to take it out of the hand. Not the best of kicks, and that has gone well wide. Score remains 1-3 to 4 points, and we are approaching the half-time whistle. Liam placing this one for another kick out. Mervyn is making himself available if he can catch him. He's calling for it, and unfortunately corner forward Kieran Collins gets it. It's out there to Dermot Deasy, and it's back to Collins again. They play a passing game, but they're not making the most of their chances. That one has gone over. That is a lovely score. Collins to corner forward. Kieran Collins, the man that got that one. A nice score, and it increases their lead to 3 points again. 1-4 to 4 points. The goal being the difference. Liam gone back again, and that's one here in our own half-back line by. It's taken away from him. That's the full forward, and now it's into Bernie Collins, out to Crowley, the full forward again. He's been their main architect up there, but that's nice defending back there. That's PJ Halloran again. He's having a fine match. I think the referee should have applied the advantage rule there. The ball was released and Mervyn was getting away.
Well, as you say, Kevin, he should have applied the advantage rule. Of course, there is no such thing as an advantage rule, but Mervyn was free there, and it would have been wiser if the referee let him off with play. It was a stupid free anyway. It was a very simple free.
Yes, indeed. Alan O'Connor, of course, our minor star, going to take this one. Alan has reverted, of course, to centre-back today, not in his normal midfield role. That's a nice ball up here to the red-haired Sean McSweeney. Keith Collins, the man who came into the side for the injured Brian Foley, wins that one, and tis a good free to win. This should be a scoring chance for Mervyn. No, Mervyn's going to place it. He's taking it off the ground. Oh, unfortunately, no. He pulled that one. It's grand to say it up here, but down on pitch level here in Páirc Uí Chaoimh, there's often a tricky breeze. Unfortunately, Mervyn not getting that one. Score remains 1-4 to 4 points. And I'd say we are almost on the half-time whistle. Lee Miles. Yes, indeed. Just as he kicks it, referee Paul Collins calls for the ball and blows the half-time whistle. Yes, a rather entertaining first half, a good first half. The score is Castlehaven 1-4, Charleville 4 points, a goal of a difference. Charleville were slow to settle, but when they got into the game, they got some nice scores. Castlehaven got a goal early on. That seems to be the difference. Matthew?
Well, I suppose, Kevin, at half-time, all lads can't feel too badly. You know, they were complete outsiders coming into this game. Castlehaven were 6-1 on, and we were 4-1. But as Charlie McCreevy says, it's a two-horse race, and Hostage don't read. No, we're still there with a great chance. There's only a goal in it. There's only one kick of a ball in it. No, I know we're going to be facing the breeze in the second half, but the breeze is swirling a bit, as you have already said. You know, there's nothing to lose at this stage. They're going to throw everything into it. I'm sure that Ozzy will have some wise words to say to them at half time, and I reckon they'll come out in the second half and perform very, very well.
Thank you, Matthew. We will now take a break for a cup of tea, and we will rejoin you very shortly for the second half. Thanks. And welcome back to Páirc Uí Chaoimh, and just in time for the start of the second half. We are 30 minutes away from the eventual winners, and there's one change on the Castlehaven team. Finbar McCarthy has come onto the team. Charleville, of course, facing a deficit of 3 points, 1-4 to 4 points. And straight away, PJ O'Halloran there in our half-back line wins it free. Alan O'Connor, our minor, finding Paul Gamble with this. A nice slow build-up out to his brother Paul, out to Mervyn, and Paul has gone forward into an attacking role, trying to get something going. That's a nice run forward by Paul. And that's a great score. Well done, Paul. That's a great start to the second half. Lovely. That all started back here in our own half-back line. The two Gamble brothers combined in very, very well. Great start, Matthew.
Great start, Kevin. Great free and by PJ O'Halloran. Quick free taken by Alan. To Paul, to Mervyn, back to Paul out of the bar. Great score.
1-4 to 5 points. Lee Miles with the kick out. That's breaking midfield again. That's the danger man, Dermot Hurley. Low ball in. Trying to go down for it. Out here to corner forward. Fisted forward here now. This looks dangerous. That's Kevin O'Dwyer. Kevin O'Donovan. That's coming out here now. And that's Mervyn back there winning it and coming away with it. Wins the free. Tiggy's calling for a way out on the far wing if you can see him. He's leaving it for Allen. Slow it down. Slow build up. Brian Foley has it now. Brian doing a little bit of toe to hand, finding Allen. Charleville have started this second half in a confident frame of mind. That's a nice ball down to John Quinlan. Beaten there by Ray Cahalane. Ray Cahalane is a brother, of course, of that well-known man, Niall Terrier. I'd say the centre back on back there, sweeping it up, and that's Kieran Collins. This comes out to our captain Thomas. Thomas not quite able to hold on to it. And that's David Hurley. In the Buckley. Castlehaven always good to find their man. This is a ball up again, and it's the target man, Crowley, the full forward. He's a very strong fella. Wins the free as well. Out to loose man. That's Kieran Collins. has a shot, but it doesn't go wide. Kieran scored a point or two, if memory serves me right, in the first half. Score remains Castlehaven 1-4, Charleville 5 points. Matthew, what do you think?
I think all lads are performing with more confidence and more belief in themselves in the first half. The second half, Kevin, now they started very, very well. You know, they've cooled down, they're playing the ball well, finding their men, making great space.
Quinlan again with a kick out. Or Quain, I should say. That's nicely won back there by Georgie Sullivan. It's out again to midfield. That man is everywhere. Coming forward again. And there's support as usual in the form of centre-back Enda Buckley. Harmless ball in, and Liam Quain has no difficulty in dealing with it. Alan O'Connor, better known as Smiley, of course. Brian Foley winning that back there again and coming forward. There's support in the form there of PJ O'Halloran. PJ likes to come forward, try and set something up. James is mad calling for it there, and James wins it. Nice ball in again. Unfortunately, this one has broken to John Quinlan. This is good. Keith Collins in front of goal, and that's a goal. That's the goal that they needed. It was a slow build-up, and Porky Queeve has gone mad. Just look at them down there. I see them jumping around the place. That was a great goal, Matthew.
But Kevin, we said it before, we said it once more. These guys will not die. Let them be beaten or let them win, but they certainly won't fucking die.
Well done. Keith Collins, the man that got it. It was a great build-up. PJ Halloran came all the way upfield. James Foley was involved. John Quinlan was involved, and finally Keith, the man who dispatched it to the net. Charleville are going to the lead for the first time in the game, 1-5 to 4 points, and now we've a right game on our hands. Castlehaven coming strongly again, up to full forward. TJ's out to that one and wins the free. Alan O'Connor gone back there, slowing it down a small bit.
Keith took a great chance there, took his chance very, very well. Keith was playing because Sean Fitzgibbon was unfortunately injured this morning. Now Keith has made his presence felt. Well done, Keith.
Yes, indeed, Matthew. This is the subject Castlehaven brought on at half-time. Finbar McCarthy out again to full forward. Crowley, he's involved in most of their attacks. Out there to that, Fergus Shanahan has a go. It's a very ambitious shot, and that's a very good score from there. The sides are level 2 or 3 minutes into the second half. That's a good score, Matthew. That man started wing back, but he's playing in the forwards.
Yeah, well, we can't take it from them. You know, they are good footballers. They play a different type of game to us. A lot of short passing. We don't pass quite so shortly. I think at the end of the day, that the team has the team who wants it most are going to win it.
Hunger.
And I feel our guys have a lot of hunger. Let's hope they can do it.
Liam Quain comes out here, dropping their half-back line. Georgie Sullivan getting into the game now in the second half. Nice ball down there, down to Keith again. That's won there by cornerback David Hurley, going down to it. Castlehaven always finding the man, but Charleville never giving up, and we're in there, but unfortunately it is a free out. James and his man there getting to know each other. That's gone back. David Hurley with it. All players calling for it, trying to make themselves available. That's coming up here midfield again. That's nicely won. Tig very quick there to win that nice break. James Foley again. When we get the ball and start passing it around, we look dangerous. Young John Quinlan, unfortunately, he overplayed the ball. Cornerback Ray Cahalan out there to Liam O'Donovan. Castlehaven trying to get something going. That's that midfielder again. Good ball in there by Collins. Oh, this looks dangerous again. There's a man on centre forward there, Brendan Deasy, and that's a great block down. And that's Crowley again having another chance. And that is gone over the bar. And the score now is 1-6 to Castlehaven, 1-5 to Charleville.
It was a great block down there initially by Paul Gamble. Ball endeavoured to keep the score out. Unfortunately, the rebound came straight over the bar. I still think, Kevin, that we're in this game with one hell of a chance. You know, we're up here today now in the crow's nest on top of the stand, usually occupied by people like Jack Canning and Mick Dunn before him, and Mayhala Murhorty. Kevin says he feels at home. He probably does. I'm not sure that I do.
Yes, indeed. Breaking here around midfield again, Brian Foley. Brian getting a lot more into the game. That's a very intelligent ball up to his brother James. James trying to engineer something. A lovely ball forward. Thomas has run onto, got into a good position. Can he get it across? Good save there by the goalie and has avoided the danger. That looked promising for a couple of moments. Enda Buckley coming away with it. Castlehaven again on the attack. Mervyn goes to, that was Paul Gamble there trying to get onto, and this is Crowley again, the full forward. He looks dangerous every time the ball goes near him, but the danger averted and wide. Score remains 1-6 to 1-5. Castlehaven a 1 point slender lead. It's tit for tat all the way.
Kevin, we've got a game in our hands now. I mean, it's much better football and much more commitment from both sides actually in the second half.
Another kick out there by Quinn. Paul Gamble gone for that one and brings it down. Player of great heart, young, that's Quinlan there, got his foot in. This is Alan O'Connor coming away with it. Alan much more involved now in the second half. Our captain Thomas, this is a nice build up again back into Alan. That was a nice interception there by Fergus Shanahan. And it's the aforementioned Hurley getting things going up to Crowley. That seems to be the game plan. Liam O'Donovan is calling for it inside, and that's Finbar McCarthy, the man who came on at half-time. Back to Crowley, and that's over the bar. He's been their scorer-in-chief. It is now 1-7 to 1-5. I reckon Crowley has scored about 1-4 of that 1-7. Another good score. Kevin crowd getting behind their team. I'm looking down at the Charleville crowd. I'm sure they could outshout them, no problem. Come on, lads, get them going. PJ Halloran again gone down, wins that one. PJ tearing away with it. And he still has it. He has won the free. Low ball up to James. Castlehaven have it. James coming out there trying to win it, but fouls. And a free up again to Castlehaven. Dermot Hurley, the midfielder, going to take it. And that's up to Brendan Deasy, way out there on the wing, trying to get inside, make an angle into Crowley again. Out here to Dermot O'Donovan. Fergus Shanahan has a go, and that's a very good score. That was a nice build-up. Started at midfield, out to the wing and back into the centre. A good score there by Fergus Shanahan, and increases the Castlehaven lead again, 1-8 to 1-5. They're building up a 3-point lead. Well, they have actually who reverted to centre forward, and Sean McSweeney is gone into the corner forward position. Let's hope we'll engineer something. Paul again now trying to get an attack on, and it's Thomas. Nice ball in again. But the full back reads that well. Kieran Collins gone down for it and averting the danger. Out to Cahalan, the cornerback. Yes, he looks like the brother there, very tigerishly coming away with it. Thomas going down, nice pick up there by Thomas. Bit of toe to hand trying to get free into Tig. Tig having a go, that's a nice chip shot. Is it over the bar? Just inches wide. Tig not on form with that one. Score remains 1-8 to 1-5. Tig, of course, was one of the stars last weekend in our brilliant victory over Canavive. Plays in the backs in the hurling, but in football is a renowned attacker. And this is Dermot Hurley again. Bernie Collins up into the full forward line, and again it's Crowley, the man they aim it up there. He's winning a lot of good ball there, looks dangerous. That's a brilliant block down there by Alan O'Connor. Came in and averted the danger, and the ball has gone wide. That was great athleticism there by young Alan. I see Ozzy there encouraging his charges. Charleville are still very, very much in the hunt here today. And that's Hurley again, that midfielder, and that's another score. They're increasing their lead now to 4 points, 1-9 to 1-5. He has been the trouble man all day. He's doing wreck, Matthew.
Yeah, obviously his Cedar experience, Kevin, is coming to the fore now. You know, the man has played senior, you know, and he's a big man, he's a very tall lad. He's causing havoc around for the field there.
A great atmosphere, of course, is building up here in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. A lot of the crowd coming in now for the senior game between Bantry and Duhallow, which will start at 3:30. PJ O'Halloran there again in our half-back line, winning a free. He's going to leave it for Allen. That's a nice ball down there again. That is won there by Kevin O'Donovan. And that's Hurley again. Up now to Collins, Kieran Collins. Out to Hurley again there at midfield. Yes, indeed, Matthew spotted that even quicker than the referee spotted it. Free to Charleville, Brian Foley. And it's Tig again. Tig trying very hard in the last couple of minutes to get into this game, trying to get into a scoring position. He's slowing it up, waiting for somebody to be available for a pass. He loses it, unfortunately. I thought he was fouled. And it results in a, Sean came in, I'd say, and it results in a free out. Referee well up with the play. And actually it's the goalie, Lee Miles, who's going to come out and take this. Placing it on the ground. Looking down there, I see all the Charleville subs have got off the bench. They're anxious, they're on their feet, wondering what can be done. And it's that man Hurley again at midfield. He's playing the game of his life. Up again to Crowley. Trying to come in, trying to engineer something, and he has been fouled. He's a free in. Fergus Shanahan going across to take it. Opting to take this one out of the hand, gets plenty of height into it and gets the accuracy, increases the lead, and all of a sudden Castlehaven have a 5-point lead and are pulling that little bit away all the time.
Yes, Kevin, this guy Hurley just got to be stopped. But, you know, go back to Carrigaline again. We were dead and we were buried. I don't think we're going to be buried today.
Yes, indeed, Matthew. It's no time for panic stations yet, but we need a score or two in the next few minutes. That's one there again by Kieran Collins. And Castlehaven coming away again. Fergus Shanahan. Paul Gamble. Paul is winning a lot of nice ball there in his own half-back line. Up to Thomas. The referee awards a free. PJ Halloran. We look dangerous all the time coming up. This might engineer a score. PJ Halloran soloing up the left wing. Nice ball aimed for James Foley, but that's intercepted there by Castlehaven centre-back Enda Buckley, and he wins his 3 out. And again, Lee Miles, the goalie, coming out to take it. Placing it, running back, trying to get a lot of distance in it. And I'm just looking down there, Matthew, and I think there's going to be a sub due on. I'd say Sean O'Neill is going to come on the Castlehaven team there now. Thomas again trying to start another attack. That's a promising ball in. Sean McSweeney is there trying to engineer something. The ball has gone out to John Quinn, and John having a go, and that ball is gone agonisingly wide. Unfortunately, didn't yield a score. Score remains 1-10 to 1-5. And yes, indeed, Castlehaven are ready now to bring in a sub. Sean O'Neill, number 21, coming on the team, and going off is I haven't quite spotted yet who has gone off.
Nobody's come off so far.
This guy here, and he's deservedly so, gets a nice round of applause. That's nice to see. It's never nice to be brought off. A free again there, Dermot Hurley again in the thick of it there, and a free for Castlehaven coming up. Up to Crowley again, the full forward. Liam O'Donovan is the man who's gone off. Buckley looking dangerous again. And that's out to Bernie Collins. Out to Fergus Shanahan. But Declan Crowley Our cornerback wins a good free out there, and it's PJ O'Halloran again. PJ's having a great game for Charleville today, as he did again last Sunday. Sean McSweeney going down and winning that one. And Sean definitely wins a free there. Mervyn now trying to get really going. The referee telling him slow down and go back and take your free. We could do with a score. Brian Foley here running up, try to get involved. Alan O'Connor is down there, has it, wins a nice ball, and it's out. Who has it? It's James Foley, and that's a great save there by Lee Miles. That was a great shot by James, and well done, Lee Miles there. But it's still a score. It's gone over the bar for a point. 110 to 1-6. Reduces the deficit now to 4 points. A goal there, well, it looked on, but a good save.
Yeah, we're still there, Kevin. There's only 4 points in it. You know, there's about 16 minutes gone, 16 minutes gone. James Foley, probably we don't look at it. Great save by their keeper. We're still in this game. They got to believe in themselves now. This is where it counts. What'll count now more than anything else is heart and determination and the will to win.
Yes, indeed, Matthew. Thank you. Kick out there again by Lee Miles. And Thomas is winning that one at field. In the second half, Thomas has got a lot more into this game. He's engineering a lot of moves. Up to James Foley again. James today, anytime he gets the ball, looks dangerous. And that's Dermot Hurley again back there winning it. And the referee has whistled it up, and it's going to be a free out to Castlehaven. And interestingly, all the frees that they've got back there, Lee Miles, the goalie, comes out and takes them. Charleville really trying to get behind the team down there. I see all the subs, I see Ozzy, Johnny Collins, all of them very, very anxious, very tense. It's a big occasion. Out to midfield, Thomas again going up for that one. Thomas has come to midfield, Matthew, for this second half and has made a big difference.
Huge difference, yeah. Thomas is playing very well. He's very much involved now, playing a lot better than he did the first half. Yeah, there's a free, there's no way to play, the free allowed to play to carry on.
And it's up to Crowley again. Great to the support play in the form of Dermot Deasy, and that's a lovely score. Just tapped it from the outside of the boot over the bar. Crowley again, the main man involved in that, and that came from cornerback David Hurley. Nice score, stretches their lead, 111 to 1-6. Some Castlehaven supporters there under the scoreboard. It's PJ O'Halloran again there, and trying to come forward, get something going. Nice throw to hand, he's made a lot of ground. That's a good ball in, James Foley getting it, winning it, turning, yes. Ball has gone out, and he's gone out for a 45. Mervyn, I'd say, getting ready to take it. No. Thomas going to take it. Alan and Mervyn inside. Thomas placing it. I wonder, will he go direct for the score, or will he opt to drop it in? He's well capable of scoring these. Nice kick, that's gone in, but that's one there by Enda Buckley, and Enda wins the free as well. Out here now to Dermot Deasy. Coming away with it, and that's a nice ball up. It's up to Crowley again. Nice turn there, and he's got away, and he has the whole of Corky Queeve in front of him, making a lot of headway. Into Finbar McCarthy, the substitute at half-time. That's into Collins, the corner forward. Oh, agonisingly wide. Fergus Shanahan, the man who kicked it. That was a great goal. There was definitely a goal chance on there. It had been a good build-up, nice passing movement, but doesn't yield the score. And we're quickly back out again with play again. PJ O'Halloran wins it, and it's Sean McSweeney now soling up that wing, making headway towards goal. He's brought down and fouled. It is a free. Thomas is going out now to have a cut. 111 to 1-6. Thomas opting to take this one out of the hands. That's a nice ball in, but unfortunately to the left and wide. No score out of that. Score remains 111 to 1-6. Time is ticking away all the time. I would think so, yeah. I reckon they were coming up to about the 20th minute of the second half. 10 minutes away, I would think. Thomas again there winning that at midfield and coming forward. Can he engineer something? Out to Mervyn. Mervyn has a go. But unfortunately, this time Mervyn not accurate with that. And the score remains 1-11 to 1-6. In the last couple of minutes, we're gone a small bit dead maybe. Ozzy is there though, he's getting onto his players, encouraging them. Wondering, can we get maybe a goal? Oh, that's right, yeah. Another kick out there, and it's Collins, the corner forward, way down there in his own half-back line, up to Brendan Deasy. And it's a free, it's a Castlehaven free. This is going up. And the referee whistles it up, and it's going down now. It's going to be a Charleville free. I see our hurling captain there, DJ, going in with some water for Keith Collins. It's great to see all those here encouraging them on. DJ, of course, was desperately disappointed to lose the final a couple of weeks ago to arch rivals Romina, but there's always next year. That comes out again, that's a good, and that's another score. That's another Castlehaven score, 1-12 to 1-6. And Castlehaven stretching their lead all the time. That one scored by Brendan Deasy, a nice score. You feel at this stage maybe a goal is needed.
Yeah, we need a goal now, Kevin. You know, time is slipping away, and their forwards now getting more confidence. They're shooting at will now from the half hour where they weren't before, or even where they did it, they were scoring wides. And now every shot they take seems to go over the bar.
Making headway, making progress towards goal, and I'd say his foul there, it's a free in.
Put the ball down and put it over the bar.
And that's a lovely sight there in the background, a ship sailing in the sea. And there's a big cheer greets Alan Crowley as he makes his way on. Handing the slip of paper there to the referee. Haven't spotted yet who's going off. We'll tell you about it in a moment. Meanwhile, Thomas takes this, drops in there in around the house, but it's fullback Kieran Collins who wins it and brings it away out to Fergus Shanahan. It's a ball up again here now to Stephen Connolly. It was a good interception there, and it's TJ O'Halloran again there. He's playing very well. That one is aimed for Sean McSweeney, but he's won there by cornerback Ray Cahalan. And at the moment, Castlehaven look the better side. They're finding their men. They're playing a nice brand of football. That's a ball in again. This is aimed for Crowley. This looks dangerous again. Sean O'Neill back to Crowley again. That's nicely intercepted there by TJ. Wins it. And it's Crowley again into Finbar McCarthy. Nice interception there by Mervyn. Dermot Deasy. Out to Kieran Collins. Back to centre back, Enda Buckley. And Thomas is having a great second half. He's all over the place, and it's TJ O'Halloran again. He's had a super game at wing back. Out to Allen, a direct ball up to James Foley. James fouled and definitely a free. We need a score or two at this stage. Time is ticking away. James going to take it himself, waiting for people to get free. He's actually going to leave it for Mervyn, and I'd say Mervyn will kick this one off the ground and go for a point. It's back to Mervyn, and Mervyn is fouled again. All the time they're gaining ground though. This time it's Tig is going to take it out of the hand. This is a move practiced in training, and that's a great save again by Lee Miles on the Castlehaven goal line. And the end result of that is a free out for Castlehaven. It was a good move, it was worth having a go, but unfortunately...
Well, it was worth having a go, well saved by the keeper actually in the line. He could have kept up just as easily.
He's a good goalie. He has made two very good saves. He made a great save there early in the second half from James Foley. And there's one of the Castlehaven players down injured, referee in with him. They're calling for medical support here to come in from the line. You know, with this one, and I've just been informed there's only about 2 or 3 minutes left in this game. Paul Gamble still playing very well there, back in the half-back line, out to John Quinlan. And that's gone up again. David Hurley coming out, and he's a good cornerback. That's nice cornerback play. Out to Kieran Collins. Up again to Crowley. That's a lovely ball forward. Castlehaven play nice football. Are they going to finish with a flourish? A bad finish there in the end, and no score out of it. The score is 112 to 16, and you'd have to feel at this stage that it's going to be Castlehaven's day, Matthew.
I think, Kevin, with time running out now, I think the boys have shot their bolt. They played very, very well. They've represented both Charleville and the division very, very proudly.
Liam Quain getting ready with to face another kick out. And there it is. The referee has sounded the final whistle. Unfortunately, no joy for Charleville. We congratulate Castlehaven on an excellent win. They played a lovely brand of football. They went in at half-time, 3 points up. Charleville came out in the second half, got a great goal, went a point up. It was tit for tat for 5 or 10 minutes. But after that, Castlehaven just started pulling away, kicked off some nice points, deserved their victory. They had outstanding performances in midfielder Dermot Hurley and full forward Colin Crowley. Well done to them. From a Charleville point of view, they did us very proud. They came out in North Cork, had a great championship. Unfortunately, today wasn't their day. We say to Ollie, Ozzy and the selectors, well done. There is always, you still have the Junior B football, and a lot of these guys will be playing next Sunday in the under-21 hurling. Lads, well done. That's all I have to say.
Just to wind up, Kevin, I'd like to be associated with those remarks. Well done to all the lads. They give us a great year's enjoyment. And great credit due to Ozzy, Joe and Tom Crowley. Well done, lads. We're very, very proud of you. Well done.
It gives me great pleasure on behalf of the Cork County Board to be here today to present this trophy to Colin Crowley, the captain of the Castlehaven team. On what has been a very sporting game between two very evenly matched sides. It's a particular great achievement for a club like Castlehaven to win their third title in this grade. A club with a small passion here to win and certainly all very well to the future of the club to achieve another point of like here today and I will be honest with you. Please. Certainly on the day, traditionally known as a hurling area, but over the past few years have made tremendous strides in football. And it's a great credit to them that they got to the final here today and put up such a wonderful performance. And we hope before the year's out that they will bring, they're in 2 other county championships as well, and we hope before the year's out that they'll bring a county title back to order. Like the comments here, our referee today, Paul Higgins, on his first senior county title for senior board, referee on the 21 final, and I must say he did an excellent job, and congratulations to him, and also to our groundsman Tommy Lynch for the extra conditioner that he has defeated for today's games. And without any further ado now, it is a great pleasure indeed to pass the wishy-washy trophy over to a very, very gallant captain indeed, Colin Crowley.
First of all, before I go any further, I'd like to thank a great bunch of lads out there. They played their hearts out. There wasn't much in the game. And this team is a credit to you. Thanks a million. I'd like to thank our sponsors before the final. They've done a marvellous job all through. They're great. And these bunch of lads lined up here, these are the greatest bunch of lads anyone could ever be involved with. You're a credit to your parish. Love the all support that are here. And also, before I go, I'd like to wish you guys good luck in the next match.
That's it. 022 484 88 29.